Starting at point, 6 feet 1 inches, number 11, Trae Young. Starting at the other guard, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 10, DeMar DeRozan. Starting at small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 31, Shawn Marion. The man in the middle, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 33, Ewing. The other forward, standing 6 foot 11, number 21, Garnett.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Trae Young.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Now the starting group for the visitors. James Harden out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Miller, and it's Artest in at power forward. And for the Clippers, we've got Trae Young, also DeMar DeRozan out there, and it's Ewing in at the 5, down low. I'm glad these teams are in the same conference, Clark, because this is such a great rivalry. I want to see it as much as possible.
Yeah, and you know, that rivalry component only adds to the tension, B.A. One thing we know, when they get together, it is not going to be dull.
And here's Paul. Harden with it. Up top, Paul. Back to Harden. Five on the clock. The 3. Rebounded by Marion. And here are the Clippers now. Outside Young. And Young draws the double. Here's Garnett. Chamberlain pulls it in. And it's Houston's ball. From the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Nice find right there from Harden. Excellent at getting his teammates involved.
Pass to DeRozan. Here's Ewing. No good with a fallback jumper. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Paul, a screen on DeRozan. Harden against DeRozan. Harden, good.
Harden is a guy that seeks out contact, and he's really adept at finishing through it.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. DeRozan, a screen on Paul. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Paul. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Pulls it from the top of the key. Basket counts.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
Here's Paul. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Oh, a special move before that shot. Paul's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling.
Pass to Young for 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. The Rockets have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Spins. Here's Paul. Here's Miller. Outside Paul. Lets it fly. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Ewing, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Boy, once he's near the bucket, he's a threat to throw it down because Ewing has such great size.
DeRozan against Harden. Pass to Paul. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. Nice shot by Harden.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
DeRozan outside. Double team on DeRozan. Here's Marion. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist.
That unique looking jumper of Marion's, I mean, it's more effective than it is pretty.
Now Harden. 33 points last game. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Harden's got 6.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Young against Paul. Pass to Ewing. Outside Young. Poke loose. Paul with a steal. And here comes the break. Tipped. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. Here we are in the middle of the season. Let's see where the Western Conference standings sit. Taking a look at Houston, they've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another. And of course the Clippers, far behind in the standings.
When I look at the Rockets, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now here's Young. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Here's Garnett. Off target with a jump hook.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense, first good defense.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
And also, they're in the top half of the league in points off turnovers. Quick to get the ball up court when an opposing player coughs it up.
And the free throw shooting you mentioned. They're not a team you can be too physical against. They don't waste their chances at the line. Now here's DeRozan. No points so far. Pass to Garnett. Out to the wing. Young from long range. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds in the game. Harden surveying the D. Here's Artest. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Garnett. And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 6. To the wing on the left. Up top, Young. No one near him. Count it. Good.
Boy, that's an outstanding find by Ewing. It helps that he's as tall as he is because he's able to look over the floor quite cleanly.
Now here's Paul. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Counted from distance. Miller's got his second basket on the night.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. All right, Grant, we're now in the middle of the season. Lots of miles traveled by everyone, including broadcasters. You got a favorite NBA city?
Hey, B.A., you are spot on, especially when it comes to us broadcasters. But a favorite NBA city? You know, I've always liked Atlanta.
Now Horford's checked in for Los Angeles. Anderson's checked in for Houston. Caruso comes in for Chris Paul. And so here are the Clippers. 7-point differential. DeRozan against Caruso. His first shot coming late. And it's DeRozan missing.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Out to the right wing. Back to Harden. And the shot goes in. Harden's got 8.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
To the paint. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Anderson. Now here's Harden. He's covered closely. Pass to Caruso. Here's Chamberlain. Horford covering. Three-pointer, Harden. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's DeRozan. 17 points in his last outing. Horford for 3. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. DeRozan's got 3 assists in the game.
Part of what makes Horford such a really good jump shooter is the fundamentals and mechanics, but also his confidence.
Here's Harden. He's got 11. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Garnett. Chamberlain pulls it in.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Caruso outside. Pass to Miller. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Fade away. And it's DeRozan missing.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Miller. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Miller's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And here's DeRozan. Still without a bucket. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
All right, friends, let's hear it for your Clippers.
Let's look back on this past month and see the teams who were lights out from three-point range. Number 1, Houston.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
Pass to Horford. Here's Garnett. DeRozan outside. Fires high post. And he nails the jumper.
There's that silky smooth jumper of Garnett's. Nice elevation, and the height of the release point makes that a reliable mid-range look.
Now here's Harden. He's got 13. Anderson with a screen. He's still feeling it. Back to Harden. Taken away. To the inside, Garnett. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Some of the best court vision you've ever seen. Nate Tiny Archibald does it again.
Outside Harden. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Harden's got 16 points.
7 for 9 here in the first quarter. He's on fire.
They set a pick. And he banks in the layup.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Now here's Harden. He's got 16. Pass to Caruso. Out to Powell.
2 minutes remaining.
Clock is at 3. Over DeRozan. Ooh, and an air ball on that one. Way off. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Archibald, the pass to Garnett. To the middle. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball. Call.
Second chance shot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hey, we all know this. It's no secret. I mean, one of the areas of Wilt's game that's below average is free throw shooting.
And he can't get the first one. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. Here's DeRozan. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. DeRozan's got his second basket.
Good pass right there from Marion, an example of his versatility at his position.
The drive by Powell. Denied by DeRozan. And he gets it back. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Good on the shot. DeRozan's got 6.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Paul. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shot from the top of the key. No good. A bit long that time.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already. We'll see how much the staff trusts him.
Off the inbound. And it's DeRozan missing. Here's Powell. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
They're often shooting from way beyond the arc. Young easily pops in the short-range 3.
Paul taking his time here. For 3, Powell buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be.
The previous play is under review.
Time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center and Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
And so it's Houston up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back after this word. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
We've got Al Horford. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Trae Young. And it's Martin in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And he gets that one. Young's got 9 points.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the Rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Caruso. It's Powell on the wing. Guarded by Young. Shot clock at 3. Anderson for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Young, the pass to DeRozan. Here's Archibald. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got 6 assists in the game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, the Clippers next season will inaugurate their futuristic new home court in Inglewood, designed to give fans every comfort, and the Clippers a distinct advantage as well. Along the baseline, 5,000 fans will fill 51 uninterrupted rows. The section, nicknamed The Wall, is acoustically designed to be loud. So, Brian, you better get ready.
Turn it up. Thanks, Allie.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Drains the triple. Anderson's got his second basket of the game.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Young with a screen on Paul. DeRozan passes to Young. Martin a screen. Here's Archibald. Again, the Clippers score.
Works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Paul. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And it's Martin with the rebound.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Anderson pulls it down. Houston has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Paul against Young. Pass to Artest. Out to Powell. Caruso outside. Powell in the post. That one goes in. Powell's got 6 points.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Miller's checked in for Caruso. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
You look at Miller. He's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Well, we normally don't pick favorites, but come on. Do you have a player you like watching the most, Grant?
All right, B.A., you're going to get me in trouble, but I do love Shawn Marion. I mean, he flies, he plays so fearless, and he also gets his teammates involved. Ja is really fun to watch.
The first free throw is good. And so Powell nails them both. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. Trailing by 10. Pass to Archibald. Here's Ewing. Puts the move on. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got rebound number 8 now. Paul passes to Miller. Back to Paul. There's a screen. Puts up a deep three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
They definitely came into that one hoping to be competitive. Unfortunately, they were anything but.
It wasn't pretty. That's definitely the case. I mean, I know they'd like to scrub that game from their memories and actually erase it from the hard drive.
Here's Paul, following the score by the Clippers. Changes up, and it's good on the lay-in. Paul's got 6.
Paul knows exactly which angle he wants to take on that shot inside. That just comes from great awareness.
Paul against Young. Pass to Archibald. Here's Ewing. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against New York.
He was everywhere in that game. Never stopped working. Even racked up 3 blocks.
Houston has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Paul with it. There's a screen. Here's Miller. Beyond the arc. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Ewing. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Clock at 6. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal.
Yeah, you know, it's never.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
The previous play is under review.
But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now Paul. He has 6. It's Powell on the wing. Paul passes to Powell. Here's Miller. Here's the 3. And Young pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. And now that we have an opportunity, let's check out the top scoring rookies to date. Harden, he's checked in for Paul. For Houston, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Outside Harden. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Kicks it to DeRozan. He tries for three. Fires in the triple. DeRozan's got 9.
Unlike a lot of players, DeRozan isn't into jacking up a bunch of threes. And I like that about his game, that discipline to stay within his strengths.
Now here's Harden. He's got 16. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Archibald. Got a hand on it.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. To add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
The drive by Powell, and he gets the bucket. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Now here's Young. He's got 13.
KG taking no prisoners and dropping the hammer down. Well, what a nice throwdown by Kevin Garnett.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Now here's Harden. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Pass to Miller. Three-pointer. And it's Ewing with a rebound. The Clippers have gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Garnett. 6 points for him. From outside the arc. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Harden. And there it is for him. He's got 18.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Garnett. Harden comes to help. Down low. Got a piece of it. Here's Miller. 20 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And here's Harden. Here's Miller. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he's good on the first of 3. And the Clippers making a change here. Young's checked in. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Pass to Marion. Lets it go from deep. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Harden against Young. Here's Chamberlain. Caruso outside. Harden with it. A deep 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
14 feet away. And it's DeRozan missing. For Houston, they've gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Outside Harden. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Marion.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Rebounded by James Harden.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
On the wing, Caruso. Here's Miller. The three-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Marion. High arcing shot. Tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Here's DeRozan.
After a sharp first quarter, he's not shooting as well here in the second.
DeRozan against Harden. Pass to Miller. Now here's Harden.
2 minutes remaining.
6 to shoot.
2 minutes.
Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let up.
Harden's ball handling is absolutely off the chain insane. I mean, easily carving up the defense. Superb control. Got it on the string.
Here's Garnett. 17 points for him last game against New York. Good.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Here's Harden following the score by the Clippers. Anderson can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
DeRozan looks it over. Double team on DeRozan. Over to the left wing. Marion passes to DeRozan. Here's Garnett. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got 8 assists here tonight.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Now here's Harden. 20 points for him. Anderson with a screen on Young. Three-pointer, Harden. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Marion's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Young. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Alex Caruso.
With how great a shooter Young is, defenders bite on that pump fake a lot.
For Trae Young. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So both teams making some changes here. And so he makes both from the line.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Harden. 4-3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Here in the second quarter, he's been cold from distance. I think he may need to adjust his approach.
Young, the pass to DeRozan. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden.
Basketball.
Timeout call. Houston.
They're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
All right, fans, time to get loud. Get yourself a free t-shirt. Substitution on the court.
Seven seconds left to play in the first half. Back to Monk. The three is up. And so it's Houston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back.
50 seconds.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for Houston.
Well, there's no secret their bench performance is the big reason for this lead. They got that scoring punch. That's a nice dimension to their offense.
And you take a little weight off the starters. Should keep everybody fresh for the second half. Now let's change gears and talk a little bit about all-star voting.
Hard to disagree with the names on that board, man. But every year, some guys fly under the radar who are not represented.
Fortunately, there's still time for those guys to make their case. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Chris Paul out there with James Harden. Then it's Miller, and it's Artest in at the 4 spot. Now here's Harden. Throws it up high. Intercepted. Pass to Garnett. Young looking around. From deep three-point land. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
They get it back. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Yep, on the interior, Wilt's enormous size. Just too much to overcome, and certainly something that can't be taught.
Ewing, no good.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Inside.
Oh, I tell you, for such a big guy, what a remarkably fluid athlete. You can see why he competed and excelled in the high jump in college.
Got a piece of it. Rebounded by Chris Paul.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
And there's the screen. It's deflected.
Boy, Ewing using that size to make an impact on D. He loves coming up with the rejections.
And time for us to check in on the NBA assist leaders over the last 10 games. Chris Paul 4th.
He's making a lot of friends with the way he's been moving the ball, setting up his teammates nicely in their favorite spots.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Outside Young. DeRozan against Harden. 6 on the shot clock. DeRozan right in the heart of the D.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Outside Harden. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. And so DeRozan will bring it up for the LA Clippers. A 12-point game.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
And when it comes to steals, they're in the top half of the league. They don't miss many opportunities to get their hands on the ball.
And the work they put in at the free throw line has been extremely valuable, especially at the end of games. Here's Young. He's got 17. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. To the middle. Here's Garnett. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Garnett's got 11 points.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
DeRozan against Harden. Up and in on the layup. Harden's got 22 points.
A proven scorer. When Harden gets into a flow like this, he can pile up the points.
Outside Young. Young drawing the double team. On the wing, DeRozan. Defended by Harden. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. James Harden picks one up.
Oh, I tell you, DeRozan puts so much pressure on the defense, he practically forces guys to foul him.
The first one falls.
Yeah, numbers from the free throw line for DeRozan have only improved as his career has gone on.
DeRozan hits them both. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Harden against DeRozan. They set the pick. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. And he's all alone. DeRozan gets going. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. James Harden picks one up.
But when DeRozan's attacking the way he likes to, puts the defense in a trick bag. I mean, nice job that time forcing the issue, which he does often.
And the second free throw is good. For Houston, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. DeRozan against Harden. Yep, count it. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
From 15 feet away, the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, on any given night, you can see NBA stars put up huge point totals. Clippers coach Ty Lue said, quote, when you have those big explosive scoring nights, guys are getting to the free throw line and teams are encouraging them to take 3-point shots. So if you get hot and you make some, you can score a lot of points. Brian?
Yeah, it all adds up, doesn't it, Allie? Thanks for that. Now here's DeRozan. Pass to Ewing. Chamberlain pulls it in. Outside Harden. They set the pick. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Harden's got 26 points.
Defense has problems with Harden inside. He can make those close shots appear easy.
Here's DeRozan. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Harden. He's got 26. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. Harden's got 9 points in the quarter.
Every opportunity he gets, Harden will take that. He's very efficient from range.
And out of bounds, Houston will have it.
Ball goes to the
On Tuesday, they're off to Toronto to face off with the Raptors. And then on Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Cleveland to take on the Cavaliers.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience. He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Timeout called, the Clippers. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
He's been on a mission, attacking the basket all game long. I'm curious to see what adjustments they can make.
He's checked in for DeRozan. Anderson's checked in for Houston. Caruso comes in for Chris Paul. Feet away, and it's good for two.
Yeah, I like seeing that strong mid-range J of Monk's. I mean, when he's got room to shoot it, he lets it go quickly and with ease.
Now here's Harden. He's got 31. Out to the right wing. And that one drops for him. Harden's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
To the paint. Here's Young. Blocked!
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Watch how Young outsmarts the defense, going for the pull-up jumper when they're unprepared.
Harden against Young. Up top, Harden. 33 points for him. That one goes. Count it.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Young. Out left to the wing. Here's Garnett. Hits the target from 18 feet. Garnett's got 4 points this quarter.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Harden against Young. Harden can't hit.
Gets caught showboating there. But hey, he had room. Just don't get many chances to add some style. Sometimes you got to go for it.
And that one good.
You know he can shoot deep. He also has a nice touch inside, so Monk has a lot of confidence wherever he's shooting the ball from.
Timeout called. Houston. Horford, he's checked in for the Clippers. A peek now at our rookie leaderboard to see who led the way in steals this past month. The visitors with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Young against Harden. Fires from deep. Drops in the three. Harden's got 38 points.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Horford, a screen on Caruso. Young from long range. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Harden, the pass to Miller. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Marion from behind the arc. Chamberlain pulls it in.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Harden, the pass to Chamberlain.
What you say?
Wow.
My goodness. Come on now.
And that one is hammered home.
He's conniving, creative, pacing, spacing, all of that on display. Incredible in the pick and roll.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Substitution for the away team, number 8, Norman Powell.
Here's Garnett. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. Garnett's got 6 here in the quarter.
You know, Horford is really good and selective at when he needs to be aggressive and when he needs to move the ball.
Powell, a screen on Young. Harden fires away from outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Harden's got 41.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And Harden's got the ball here for the Rockets. 13-point lead.
In the third quarter. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the third. It's tipped.
An infinite reach, it seems. The wingspan of Garnett is just amazing.
Here's Chamberlain. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Chamberlain's got 10 points in just the second half. Young against Caruso. And Young draws the double. Monk for 3. On target from range.
And Monk has excellent timing on the catch and shoot. Takes no time in getting it off once he catches the ball.
Harden, the pass to Chamberlain. Young against Harden. Kicks it out to Anderson. 5 to shoot. Harden finds Powell. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Pass to Horford. Here's Garnett. Here's Marion. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. That one's good from Powell on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Now here's Young. 22 points for him. Doubled by Caruso. Fires the 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. Houston has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. And he's going for the lob.
Marion going upstairs to polish off the alley-oop.
Trae Young, assist.
Harden with it. And he's got 41 now. From deep. No good. Misses at the buzzer. James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for Houston. Over 40 points tonight and making it look easy. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
Hey, we okay. Just one basket at a time, all right? Keep playing. Keep getting shots. That's all right. There's lots of couple shots in the basket. Just keep going, all right? We all right. It ain't going to come back in one possession. Got to keep playing, all right?
Imploring his guys to stay positive, not to get down on themselves. Coach Ty Lue.
Wanting his guys to slow down a bit there. Good message from Coach Lue.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Malik Monk is out there with Danny Green. Then it's DeMar DeRozan, and it's Ewing in at center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Paul. Parries it from three. And the Rockets lead by 15.
If he can find a look outside, Paul's going to take it. Don't expect him to hesitate if he gets that look.
Pass to DeRozan. Monk for three. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. DeRozan's got his 9th assist of the game now.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now here's Caruso. Here's a three from Paul. Rebounded by Green.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
DeRozan against Powell. DeRozan double teams. Lets it fly. Here's Ewing. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Boy, Ewing does a nice job anticipating shot trajectories, realizing how quick to position himself on that offensive glass.
Now here's Paul. Kicks it out to Anderson. Off target from outside.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And Anderson over to help. Right side Monk. The three ball. It's rebounded by Artest. The Rockets have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Paul lays it up and banks it in.
Can't fault the defense there. I mean, Paul is just a crafty finisher inside.
The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. It's Monk on the wing. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Here's Paul. Pass to Artest. Anderson for three. Drills it from deep.
Ron Artest, a willing passer, does a good job that time of surveying the floor and making the right play.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the LA Clippers. Down by 12. And yep, it's good.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Now here's Paul. Powell outside. Back to Anderson from deep three-point range. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Ewing's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Monk. To the inside. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Monk passes to DeRozan. Down low. Here's Ewing. And he slams it in one-handed.
A stat sheet stuffer of a player. DeRozan has really improved as a passer.
Powell outside. Puts up a three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Ewing's got his 8th rebound here tonight. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
And give them credit on the job they've done to narrow the gap with this big run.
Almost happened too late, partner. I mean, their offense didn't come alive until they were nearly out of it, but it is alive now.
Now here's Paul. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Ewing's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. DeRozan with the ball. Picked up by Powell. And it's DeRozan missing. For Houston, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Now Powell outside. And he drives in. And Powell with the stuff.
Boy, you can't expect Paul to miss that assist opportunity. His vision is excellent.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Archibald. He's guarded by Paul. Puts one up from 19. And DeRozan gets it to go on the assist from Green. Timeout called. Houston. The sideline. Let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead. B.A.?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Three-pointer, Harden. Horford pulls it in. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 16-7 run. DeRozan for 3. Chamberlain pulls it in.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Pass to Powell. From 8 feet away. On the wing, Harden. Defended by DeRozan. 4 on the clock. For 3, Powell. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his 6th assist of the night.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Now here's Green. Here's DeRozan. Pass to Marion. The 3 sends it home from three-point land.
Well, we can see Marion likes the corner shot because he takes it with no hesitation.
Harden finds Paul. Harden against DeRozan, and Harden gets the double team. Now Caruso, and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Miller's checked in for Powell.
Substitution on the court.
The Clippers have gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. And Young draws the double. Here's Marion. And the 3 off target.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Paul passes to Harden. Pass to Caruso. Takes the 3. He drops it from range.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Paul against Young. Here's Archibald. Back to Young. Launches it. That shot off the mark.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
For Houston, they've gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. From downtown, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Archibald. Pass to Garnett. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
When Kevin Garnett gets that ball anywhere close to the rack, he's going to throw it down.
Timeout called. Houston.
Attention everyone, we've got your hoop crew ready to go. Let's hear it for them.
And Harden's got the ball here for Houston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Paul. Back to Harden. Lets a floater go. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Harden's got 45 points. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Now here's Horford to the left wing. Young from long range knocks it down from distance. Young's got 25 points.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Outside Harden. Pass to Miller. Fires for three. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Garnett. Archibald. Pass to Young. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Young against Paul to the paint. It's stolen away. Tries the spin move. Pass to Miller. Lets the 3 fly. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
They really need to reshape their defense. They have to get out to him quicker to slow his three-point attack.
Hey fans, it's now time to get excited. Come on, let's hear it for your Clippers Breaker.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. So it's the Clippers now. 17-point game. Here's Marion. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. Young against Harden. Caruso outside. There's the 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his 9th assist of the game now.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some 3s.
Now here's Young. Marion passes to DeRozan. Deflected. Now here's Harden. There's 1:40 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. And even the players have expressed concern about load management. Are changes afoot, or is this the new normal, Greg?
Well, B.A., I think protecting players from injury is smart to do. But maybe the ticket sellers need to highlight the back-to-back games so fans are well aware that some players might be sitting. And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Rockets.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for James Harden.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Norman Powell.
Marion, excellent at knocking down free throws. Solid from the strike.
And he drops the first. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And this is the problem with playing from behind. Missing freebies takes on greater importance.
Ooh, a clear look for Powell. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
How about the ferocity from him right there? This guy is relentless.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Ibaka. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Here's an 8-footer. DeRozan for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Powell in the post. Defended by DeRozan. Green for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Well, he is a volume 3-point shooter, and when you look at Green, he's dangerous from that 3-point line.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. Now it's time to present our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
then go overboard with a bunch of chords.